See you, big dog. I seen you talking about January 9th, dude. That's what I'm excited about. Tryouts, baby.
What up, what up, what up?
Ew.
How we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Tonight we bring you Bare Knuckle Management. Paul Tyler in the house. We're going to be doing an interview with him. No bars hold. I mean, you got a question for the man, good, bad, in between. Let him know. He wants to know. He's going to answer anything and everything in between. We also have Jules with us. Jules, how you doing?
Doing good. How are y'all?
We're blessed. We're blessed. Thank you so much for being on the show tonight.
You're very welcome.
So yeah,
where do you guys want to start at? Where do you guys want to start at?
Where we want. I mean, I think the first thing is probably introducing Jules. I mean, she's the newest member of Bare Knuckle Management and our expansion plans as the BKFC grows. So do some of these smaller and bigger management companies. I was fortunate to get in at the right time, the beginning, and it's something I can't keep up with by myself. As you guys know, this business is difficult to find the right people to get involved with you, and I think this was the right move on my end, so we're able to expand with the BKFC, meaning take more fighters onto our roster, and market in some other areas as well as clothing and things like that to help support our fighters, because there's a lot of different ways. I think one of the good things, like with what BKFC is doing with their BKTV app by giving an affiliate program to the fighters where they're making some money off of it, we're interested in doing a similar type of thing where we can market our fighters' clothing and bare knuckle fans inspired clothing, and give our fighters a nice piece of that. So I think it's a good way to help supplement the income, but our first focus is going to be, obviously the fighters, and we're interested in building them up. But so I've decided to bring Jules in to help me take this thing to the next level.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Jules, how do you feel about all this? It's got to be exciting, scary, all mixed emotions, I'm sure. What are you thinking?
Well, yeah, it's intimidating. It's scary. It's super exciting. I'm really, really blessed to be a part of all of this. I'm excited to see what I can even bring to the table. I want to definitely have some outreach in the women's community with, expanding the women's division in BKFC. I think that that's much needed. I just don't think there's enough lady representation. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see where it goes.
Yeah, we're big of the ladies in BKFC, especially. We keep saying it over and over again. They just, when you watch them fight compared to the dudes, they bring a lot of technique most of the time. They bring exciting fights. Look at the Knuckle Mania event. That was awesome. So definitely here at Knuckle Up, we're big supporters of the ladies joining up on everything. Got to keep a couple people watching. Brian Maxwell, Matthew Kohler, what's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions
Zion,
for
Levi,
Zion, I ain't even got to say Zion's name. Zion's in there, bro.
Question, gotta give Zion all the love.
Yeah, I respect Zion a lot. He's a young, tough fighter. Guys like him and Brandon Lambert, man, they talk the game. Zion's definitely backing it up so far. 1-0. And I respect him for taking these tougher fights. He's not trying to duck anybody. I'm
trying to watch it, Brian. I'm trying to watch it. There we go.
So I'm really excited to see what Zion does, and Yeah, I really like what he's bringing to the table. Even though he didn't sign with the right company, that's okay. I love I
Shots
love
fired.
well, no, I love Kevin Smith. Listen, we work with Kevin Smith more than any other management company. Me and Kevin work great together to make the best matches for the fighters and help Dave and support BKFC. So he's in great hands. I'm glad, if he wasn't going with us, he was going with Kevin. He's in great hands.
And yeah, I like Kevin as well.
Shouts out B-Lit Organics. All is well with us. Thanks for the shout out. Thanks for the lip balm, man. That stuff has my lips so soft.
All right. Well, that go right there. But to touch on a little bit what Jules was saying with the women's division, yeah, the BKFC, after signing Paige Van Sant, that being their big star, and I think after Charisse and Taylor's fight being possibly one of the most amazing fights ever, the women are starting to really get some heavy growth here, and they're becoming more prevalent. In the beginning, everybody's got the wrong idea about bare knuckle anyway, I think. Well, a lot of the general public thinking, oh, this is some brutal, terrible, oh my God, they're fighting bare knuckle. Even there was a comment that I hit Heather Hardy up the other day trying to get her to fight Britain on Twitter, and they said, oh, don't do that. You don't want to do that. You're going to tell me, a boxing glove, right? You're going to take, 500 punches in a 12-round fight? Every time you get hit, it's like being in a car accident. I've been in there. Your brain slaps up against your skull, and that's what causes you to get knocked out. This, you may get cut faster, but you're not going to receive the serious brain trauma that
it's all cosmetic.
In boxing, it's very superficial.
Not to mention 10 minutes compared to 30.
Yeah, exactly. So, but right now, bare knuckle management, we have more women definitely in bare knuckle than any other. Some even than MMA. I want to say we have at least probably 12. I can't keep up with it because Jules just signed another one today. But we have a lot of new girls that we're going to be bringing in. So I'm really excited about that. You guys had Crystal Pittman on the other day, the Rugged Beauty.
She's awesome.
She's going to be amazing. There's a few
Yeah,
others
she is.
Brooke Mayo, Anastasia Bruce. There's a few, but we'll get all them on and introduced in time. But I'm really excited about where everything's going, and I'm glad to have what I think Jules can help bring to the table. She's smarter than me, so that always helps.
Yeah, that's always good to have someone smarter
smart,
than you.
beautiful women. It's a curse and a blessing.
Andrew Toppin wants to know what the hell is in your lap. That's one of our fans.
You
know what? Y'all know I'm kind of savage, right? I make fun of guys that have chihuahuas. And now my partner has one.
Yeah, right. I'm a little bummed out that Paul didn't have his dog in Tampa with him, man.
He'd have pissed all over everything. So he's a handful. He's a prick. I mean, I want to punch him in the snout most days, but he's that's just Moose, man. What can I do? He's a good guy, but when I leave him alone, he freaks out. So
you gotta love him anyway.
Looks like an old man.
You want to go play?
How old is that dog, Paul?
He's old. He's blind in one eye. He has no teeth. I have to literally feed him by hand every day. He prefers Chick-fil-A. You can't imagine how much work.
Y'all see, there's a sweet side to Paul.
A little bit.
We spoke a little bit about the sweet side. Let's talk about the spicy side. What's going on, man? You thinking about putting the gloves back on?
Yeah, what's up with that? Do you got one more left in you, Paul?
Well, Mr. Clean called me out, and he he's interested in getting his ass kicked. So I wouldn't say so much putting the gloves back on. We can leave him off and handle it right there where it needs to be handled. If the fans are down for it and he's dumb enough to get in with me, then sure, I'll knock him out.
Well, I can tell you something right now. That man's definitely willing. He's
Because you train with him. If I hit you, you would say the same thing. You train with the guy. You're bipartial.
Oh, I'm not. I fully vice versa. I think you're willing and able and absolutely down. I want it to happen. Nate Shook, Dave, you already know we want it to happen. I think it'd be a hell of a fight. Listen, I know personally, I felt the man's power and everything, so I'm not going to sit here and say bad things about him. I can tell you that much right now.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the guy's 6'5", I'm 5'8". There's a big height difference. However, I almost take it as like, why the hell would he want to fight somebody so much smaller than him? So I take it as kind of a sign of disrespect, like he's a bully. I don't stand for bullies, and he's not the first bully I've had to beat up. But yeah, if he wants it, he can get it. I'm really not trying to get back in there. I mean, I've done everything I've needed to do. I mean, I was trained by Damon and David, and I've had plenty of fights and plenty of. I've got the wins. I've done everything I needed to do, and this is just something that, I've never really fought that bare knuckle other than a few street fights, and so yeah. I mean, who doesn't want to try this? Of course, anybody who's been in the ring has that kind of want.
Oh, it's new, it's fresh.
Look at this type of platform. Like, I wonder what happens when I hit him with a bare hand. With it being sanctioned and structured and safe. So. Sure, if he wants it, he can. I've already said, he can get it.
I think that'd be a fun fight. See, and it's not like it's not like a trash talk fan behind the scenes, never trained. Both of you guys train. Both of you guys have fights. It's not like neither one of you don't know what you're doing. So I think BKFC might even be interested in that.
I think David and Nate would go for it. It'd be a good way to start a show off or something. It's not some big, huge fight. Be interesting. Two older managers. He's 41. I'm 40. It could be interesting. And like I said, if people want to see it, then let's
I'm people, and I want to see it.
I'm people.
Well, good. Write me a check and you'll get it.
Hey, we can build it up.
Hey, David owes me. Everyone keeps talking about that Paige Van Zant contract, but no one talks about the boy contract. That was a big payday for me, baby. That was a $2 million, $3 million contract. We won't get into that, but I might be able to do that.
Well, with Jules helping me, I think it'll give me the time to train and get prepared, because I would take it serious. But the management is always going to come first, and getting the fighters ready, is always going to come first. We need to take care of them.
Bobo, he's talking about Tim Carino, man.
Yeah, I tagged him in it. Speaking of Bobo, so everybody who's watching, right after we go live, Bobo and his wife are going live. They're giving away 2 table side tickets to anyone who donates $25 to the GoFundMe. So for $25, you might get ringside tickets or table tickets.
Wasn't it 4?
I think she said she messaged and said 2. I'm not sure.
Okay, I thought, just making sure.
6'5", he's 5'11", homie. That's what Tim says. Yeah.
6'5" and 5'11". No, Tim, you were taller than me, man. Don't say you're 5'11".
Listen, Tim, he's going to say he's 5'11". The man.
4 tickets, guys. 4 tickets.
He's lying to himself, just like the fact he's lying to himself that he thinks he could beat me.
Oh, hey, I mean, at the same time, you can't get in the ring thinking you're going to lose either. So, I mean, I that's what I'm saying. I think I can look at you and
later at the hospital.
genuinely. What's that?
You can regret it later at the hospital, though.
Ooh,
Oh no!
spicy.
Here's the real question. Who are y'all on? Whose side are y'all on?
Oh, how you gonna do that to me? Oh my
I
god.
mean,
I'm on
I'm
the
Team
side of
Perino.
the fans because we're gonna win that one.
Well, listen, he's got
That was a cop-out answer.
I'm copped out.
I'm
Well,
Team.
he's got his hype man up top there in the ring, boys. So why don't you fight the ring boy for me then, Sean?
Yeah, bring it on, baby. You already know, baby.
Wait.
There's the line. There's the line right here. Pick a
How about
side,
Ring
man.
Boy corners Tim and I'll corner Paul?
Hey, yeah. All right. Now we made it interesting. Those Las Vegas bets are going to be lighting up here soon, baby. That's awesome.
The insults are 3 inches. I have bet.
Tim is
Shut
soft.
the
He doesn't
hell up,
sign
your
a
insults
chance,
are
sign
3
the
inches
contract. You got to love Bobo. Bobo's the
Tim
man.
I seen.
I'm with you,
Tim
Bobo.
What did Bobo say? Who does Bobo think's gonna win? That's what I want to know.
He says Tim is soft. He doesn't sign the contract.
Michael, you need to get with it, bro. I'm watching the
Paul's
fight.
got his
on your
biggest
show.
fan now.
Bobo knows.
Don't make me get burned,
Yeah.
says Tim.
Don't make me get burned, Bobo said. Ooh.
Don't make me get Burns. I bet you
I
Burns
like
would say the
Josh
same
Burns.
thing.
What's
So
that?
If Burns
I
was
said I
here,
like
probably
Josh
say the same.
Burns.
Yeah, Josh
Oh,
Burns.
Paul says Burns would pick the same winner, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
He said, mhm. Hey, I thought I saw Josh Burns in here. Josh, don't you hide. Let's hear it, baby. Come on. Let's hear it,
Yeah,
baby.
what are you?
Let's get an
here?
all beef card. Let's get an all beef card, says Zion. Yo,
Uh-oh.
I don't think I'm big enough to have beef yet. People don't actually say my name; they just subliminally say things. Imagine that.
I don't know.
Imagine
Is that
that,
true?
guy.
I mean, is that true? I mean, who was it? I think what's his name? Vince Anderson was taking shots at you earlier.
It seems like that, but he didn't actually say my name, so we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
I mean,
do.
if I ever had to complain about somebody, I would definitely say their name.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, at least Tim was man enough to say it. But all jokes aside, listen, me and Tim don't hate each other. There was a misunderstanding in the beginning, but it's turned into this little friendly rivalry. So I don't want to hurt the man, but
Oh,
we're
God.
gonna take the gloves off. I mean, there's no way.
All right, I'm gonna ask you some tough questions right now, both of you. I want you to answer as quick as possible. You ready?
Sure.
Zion Tomlinson versus Uli Diaz.
Ooh, fuck, man.
Ooh, Jules immediately says Zion.
I would probably have to lean towards Zion because I don't think Yuli's had tough fights. I don't think Yuli he's being very pampered. And I think nothing against Yuli. I'm friends with him. I'm friends with his management. And he'll definitely bring this up. But I would go with Zion.
See, that's where me and Paul differ because
we don't agree on nothing.
I am not scared to speak my opinion, period.
Hey, that's a good thing in this industry. Let me tell you right now, there's a lot of fighters out there and people, we're analysts. This is our job. This is what we're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? We report news. There's a lot of people out there that hate it, man. We say something, we give a prediction, and they're like, oh, no, I take that personally now, baby.
Bobo, I love it, brother. There was this fight one time where I thought Mike Kyle was going to win. Oh,
no.
Hey, I learned.
I'll tell you what, Bobo, you made me a forever fan that day, brother. Oof.
No, you know what? He really did too with me. Mike Kyle being a legend of the sports. I think he's 23-19, WEC champion, UFC fighter, Strikeforce, been around forever. He is signed with Bare Knuckle Management. Mike Kyle is and will be coming back soon. However, the respect that Bobo showed us in the class he acted throughout the whole thing, I just had to take my hat off to him. Just a class act individual, and yeah. So
Tim says he hopes your counters are quicker than your answers. Michael Elijah says the Bobo had to be the biggest upset in BKFC history. I wish the BKFC would open up a cane division. I would kill it. Until then, I will just keep up managing this chubby guy.
Paul
Why are you always
another,
picking on our Bobo?
Paul got another MMA guy that Bobo can beat up. That's what Tim wants to know.
Oh my god.
I mean, you want to fight Mike Kyle, Tim?
Ooh, do you guys? Yo, there's some serious fights going on. Make sure you guys.
Mike Kyle's a legend and deserves respect, and Bobo deserves respect for beating him. Plain and simple.
That was a hell of a fight.
And Mike
I'm going to
Kyle's
be God
not
honest.
done.
That was a hell of a fight.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, it was a hell of a fight. And Mike Kyle will be back. He's not done. But sure, yeah, I have other heavyweights. I like Bobo. I hate it when my guys have to fight someone like as they're suggesting with the Burns fight. But
Another quick question. You ready?
Ready.
Another quick ones. Ulf Hedden and Diaz. Who wins?
Diaz.
Are you drunk?
I just wanted you to promote, I just wanted to give you a chance to promote your guy a little bit, Paul. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. We just had him on the show. Yeah, there's no way. O'Fedden is on another level, man. That guy, March 19th, we'll see.
His footwork is insanity.
Yeah, I saw him jumping rope today, and I was really amazed how much control he had.
How
with
smooth
his,
he is.
He is.
Mhm.
He's
And these
flowy.
shoulder.
He is so flowy and focused. He hasn't even let out a bit of half his story, but that guy he's different.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Paul. He was kind of throwing me off. I was like, he kept talking, and all I kept thinking was of Ragnar from Vikings. And I was like, what is this guy doing to me right now? Because I kept just wanting to be like, so when are we invading England, motherfucker? Like,
He has the look and
No
the
shit.
presence. Yeah.
Well, he has a flag. He has a flag you'll see come out at the fight that says the Great Heathen Army. That's going to be his little team. And somebody did say to me, I think Paul signed Bjorn Ironside. He's definitely different. We've got a lot of guys coming up. I know, Zach Sola has an MMA fight coming up, so he's not going, at bare knuckle right now, but I know he's fighting April 1st or 2nd, an MMA match. We have, looks to be Brooke
He's
Mayo.
badass, by the way. I like him.
Yeah, Brooke Mayo versus Jamie Driver in Miami. We got a lot of guys coming up. Things are going to start picking up, and we've signed. Over the past couple of days, we signed 2 more monsters. We signed Robbie Peralta yesterday from WBKFF, who beat Jay Cucci, professional MMA record at 19-9 for the 145-pound division. So that's going to spice things up there. We're also bringing in Marcelo Alfia Grillo, another UFC veteran who's been through everything. He's looking to shake some things up. And then hopefully Mike Richmond after England will bring him back over to BKFC.
Mike Richmond's fighting Jimmy Sweeney, Lockdown 2.
Yeah, March 27th.
Fucking great fight.
Yeah.
Bobo O'Bannon versus Overeem. Who do you got?
Who?
Bobo versus Overeem. Who do you got?
I got Bobo.
WKBFF. Yeah, no, I got Bobo on that too, man. Overeem
I got Bobo on that. I spoke with Overeem yesterday and Dos Santos. Me and Dave both. Dos Santos used to be managed by Ed Suarez from LFA, who's a great friend of mine, always helps me out. Shout out to LFA. Anyone looking to do MMA, they get more fighters to the UFC and Bellator than anyone. That's the fastest direct route. They're a great MMA company to fight for. But
That's a great guy too.
Yeah, we were able to get a hold of both those guys already. So I'll say it before I said it again. With David Feldman in charge, anything's possible.
Scott Burt, having a beautiful girl on with you three ugly mugs certainly helps the broadcast, boys.
Hey,
Nice
shots fired again.
Hey, relax.
Love Scott
I think
Burt.
he's talking about me.
Well, thank you, Scott. I, hired her because she's smart, but the fact that she's, pretty is a bonus. But
Yes,
you know,
man.
Michael Elijah, we might be ugly, brother, but we're on the show. Where are you? You want to sidelines, Obi? Bah! I'm on the sidelines.
I've known Scott a long time. He's been around since the underground days. That man is a true historian. The knowledge he has still blows me away. Very close with Uncle Bobby Gunn, who we miss right now, who hopefully, will be back around soon. He's going through a tough time, and, my prayers are with Bobby Gunn and his family. But, Scott Burke, Bare Knuckle Hall of Fame, you got to get up there and check it out. Actually, Scott, how come no managers have been put in the Hall of Fame yet? Huh? Just wondering.
Speaking of
I
Hall of Fame,
know an awesome podcast that could be inducted to.
if we're talking about Hall of Fame,
Zion, my buddy. Did you think I wasn't going to get to this? Did you think I wasn't going to get to this? Zion Tomlinson versus Tyler Zombie Hill, BKFC 16. Who do you guys got?
Zion in one.
In one?
Yeah.
I've been talking to Zion, and he promised me one thing.
What?
He sleeps this dude. He said no matter what happens, the dude goes to sleep.
I believe it, and you know who I got.
You just can't behave.
Zion's dad is no joke either, man.
Dane Tomlinson is a beast.
Yeah, both those guys. Imagine dad is your father, like having a beef and being like, you know what, my dad will handle that.
Hit my inbox, Frank.
Imagine being like, I don't need my tough ass dad to do that because you're just like, this younger version of the savage,
My father would have just shot somebody, but.
Who do you guys got? Noah Cutter or Caleb Harris? I really can't wait to do this.
And why is it Caleb Harris?
Caleb Harris.
Caleb Harris. Who's Caleb fighting again?
This guy named Noah. He's super professional, so I don't really.
Noah Cutter. That's a good fight. That's a good fight right there.
I know Noah's like probably the most professional athlete on the BKFC roster. His professionalism is just way above everyone else's.
Yeah,
Noah, if you're watching.
Noah, I think you're really professional.
I think what really attracts me about Caleb, I mean, that knockout was amazing, but the attention he brings to suicide awareness and mental health awareness, I mean, that's just an amazing thing. He's using the platform for the right thing.
I love when a fighter uses the platform to spread awareness about any subject. I mean, I think that's a really high-class move, and I have total respect for that. So I'll always be a Harris fan.
Yeah, it's a serious situation, especially for fighters who, receive this brain trauma. It gets talked about a lot in boxing, in football with the concussions and the aftermath. But it goes on in fighting as well a lot too. And these athletes seem to be taken care of when they go away. But I'm glad he's using that platform for that. So I'll never have nothing but respect for that guy because of that. However, I do think he should fight Zach Jusola next.
I would love to see that.
Yeah. And Caleb knows
I really think it would bring a lot of attention because both of them have similar styles. Yeah. And Zach seems to have a lot of endurance, and Caleb, he's just when you think he's going to be down, like he comes right back harder. And it would be a really, really exciting fight to watch.
And we pushed for it on this past event. I understand Noah Cutter makes more sense. But Caleb even reached out to us and said, listen, man, I'm not ducking you. nothing but respect. They picked a different opponent for me, but yeah, we are hoping to make that fight down the road. So just putting
No,
that out
that could
there.
be a great fight. I totally agree with that. That'd be awesome to watch. And you're saying after he beats Noah, right? Just so we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Cool. I just want to be on the same page there. Yeah,
But
everybody's saying Caleb Harris, so that's good. That's good news for us, at least.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what's the 2021 looking like? That's Knuckle Up's favorite question to ask. So, what do y'all want to do for 2021? What's the biggest plans, or can we expect any new big signings?
Well, we're getting flooded with signings and new ones every day. Obviously, you got to toe the line, and then you got the BKFC. David Feldman has really said that he wants to really ramp BKFC cards up. No more, debut guys, so to speak, on the BKFC card. He wants a very high level competition there. So we've got a lot of new ones that we're bringing in for sure. Couple females, couple males. We're going to take on a lot more now with 2021. So what's it look like? It's going to be active and busy. When we had the card in Miami, I guess before Knuckle Mania, I had 4 fighters just on that one card. We had Fred, we had Jeff, we had Dean, and then Tyler. So now that I have Jules, maybe I can get 8 fighters on the card. So yeah, I'm looking to not only bring BKFC, but the fans what they want, and top quality, tough fighters. We really do have a lot of new, really good fighters to introduce, and we'll be bringing them on your show, of course. I even spoke with James Vick the other day. He's healing up right now, but we could possibly be bringing him over. The main thing is, BKFC getting busy, having the cards, and then we'll start developing the 115, 125, and 135 female division. Hopefully, we can get Christine Ferrer, a tough fight. She's been asking for it long enough, and everybody hears you, Christine. We all hear you. We're working on it. I promise. Me and Jules
on the roster right now, who do you put up against her? She needs a fight, obviously. Who
right
now?
Who do you
put her against her? Yeah.
Right now?
Mm-hmm.
If I had my choice?
A guy. I mean, none of those girls. I mean, Britain's the only one who might be able to, she fought her before. It's a different time. Britain's got more experience now, and she looks like she's got a good team together.
And there's a little drama there, so there's a good build up to that fight. I actually think Jenny Savage, she has a lot of respect for Misfit, and I think that they would have a good chance together. It would be entertaining to say the least.
Yeah, when I talked to Jenny after Knucklemania, she was worried about size because Jenny is actually like probably a 115er, Paul, correct? She should be 115.
Yeah. She fought her whole career at 115, and she did knock out Taylor Starling when they fought each other. However, Jenny, we don't know how good Jenny is yet. She's only had that one fight in bare knuckle. She has the potential to be a champion, without a doubt. I mean, she's ferocious. She's tough. So that would be my other suggestion.
Starling, that's my other one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Faria versus Starling. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but my other suggestion, would be what she said about Jenny, because Jenny will bring that fight to you, and we won't know unless we try. My issue isn't, those things. It's just Ferreira's got a lot more experience, and I want to give some of these other girls that I have signed a little bit of time to develop. Just get a couple fights under them before I throw them in with somebody who's got 4 fights. BKFC.
Yeah, no, that's smart.
It's it's funny because a lot of people see Christine's side as being so intimidating, and she trains nonstop. She is such a good fighter. She is someone to look up to. You know, she's a really good example of what I think BKFC should bring to the table. And one of the things that I feel like is if we could pull in females from other promotions that are kind of top dog and put them against Christine, she's going to make them look like there's UFC or boxing or MMA's weak because she's going to be the top dog every time, you know? And I truly believe that it would kind of bump our promotion a little bit, you know, BKFC. It would put us out there as, you know, these fighters are tougher than most. And when you come from MMA and you come from UFC, you're already tough, but this takes it to a whole new level. Like, you got to get those first couple of fights underneath your belt to really, really kind of get accustomed to what it feels like to be hit, you know, with no gloves on. I just think it's a whole new ball game, you know?
It really is.
Everyone wants to be a bare knuckle fighter until a knuckle hits your eye socket.
Exactly.
And actually, Jules, we can't announce it yet, but Jules got a girl today who could be a problem for everybody. She's 4-1 as a pro boxer. How many amateur fights did she have, Jules? Like
63 and 3 as an amateur.
Yeah. She's a well-known.
Yeah.
She's well-known. She's, she's.
Ooh, Christoph Kirsch just slept Sriracha Sirafana, man. Wow. He's over. Why is he even counting? The ref's counting. This dude is sleeping, snoring.
They do that over there for some reason. I don't know what the heck the deal is.
Over in
Let's see the replay.
Over in England, you get a 20 count.
Yeah. Oh, it's wonderful, man. We just talked to Jimmy Sweeney, and it really gives the fighters a chance to get up and keep pushing the fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I'd love to see a BKFC versus
BKB.
BKB card.
You're telling us that Sean's been pushing that since day one. We're just now starting to cover BKB, and listen, I got to say they've got such great talent over there, man. It's insane.
Well, they've had a lot of years.
Got brought up.
Yeah.
But they still ain't got nothing on BKFC though.
Right.
Okay.
I said it. Tell him.
Never.
Tell Jim Freeman Dove to fight David Feldman. There you go.
What's that? I think there's a major weight difference. Believe it or not, I'm not going to give any shine, but there has been one call out to David, and it's just not.
Yeah, we know who it is. I talked to Damon about it the other day.
Oh, did you? Did you actually? Because I was wondering what David would have to say about it.
Well, David do it too, but Damon said he had one more in him. I don't know what it is with everybody lately, but I mean, I've seen David fight bare knuckle. We were refereeing a fight, and he's got to give me the video. We can release it on here. I was refereeing an underground fight, and the guy's opponent didn't show up, and he called David out, and David literally took the money out, his pocket, took his watch off, handed it in. We had to go find him a mouthpiece, took his shirt off, and
that's why he's a boss.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he can fight, but believe me, I've been hit by him. I wouldn't fight him.
That man stares right through your soul. I don't understand.
He has soulless eyes. He knows that. He has soulless eyes.
He has such at the weigh-ins, he was looking around and he noticed me. And I swear for that 4 seconds, he read my entire life story through my eyes.
Made you feel a little uncomfortable.
The only person with a scarier stare down was Lehman, man. That guy, he stares at you, you want to just break. But yes, Bobo, Godbeer's coming back. And hopefully he gets to meet Thanos and sent... No, I'm just joking. Godbeer, welcome, mate.
Man, I'm kind of fed up with them guys, man. After everything they said and did, and the class they showed. I mean, I get David is trying to make these great fights,
Get
but fuck them guys, man. They're no
them the
class.
fuck out of here.
Talking the way they did, even insulting, man. It's just, man, stay over there then. If BKFC is so corrupt.
Oh no. No. Come over here. Tyler, come over here and fight John Chalbeck. Please.
Oh yeah.
Godbeer,
Yeah,
come over here and fight Josh Burns. Please.
Josh Burns will sleep him. Josh Burns, and I can see how Shoemaker's getting the fight, but I really think Josh Burns deserves that fight. And then Bobo's kind of next up in line. That's the way I see it right now. I mean, Beltran's got the belt. You got Shoemaker and Burns right there, and then Bobo's sitting right underneath.
Yeah, I think the winner between Bobo and Adams this coming card is going to be fighting.
And that's an amazing fight. Don't count.
Yes, it is. I was just about to ask you, who do you got?
Adams is slick. I got Bobo, but Adams is very slick and different. Look what Adams did to Beltran.
Yeah. No, that was insane. But here's what's crazy about all of it, right? Is on paper, you got Bobo losing. But if you look behind the scenes, Arnold Adams, I mean, we interviewed the man. He was straight up with us. He's like, I haven't been training. I've been eating food. He goes, I'm the heaviest I've ever been in my life. The heaviest I've ever been in my life. Bobo has been in the ring, has been active. Not only that, but he's huge. He's huge now. That man's not even the same man anymore. So we're going to see a whole new crazy side of Bobo. So that's why I've got Bobo. Bobo wins. Bobo wins.
I think Bobo is he's a real bare knuckle fighter. Like, he was born and bred for this. Some guys are meant to be boxers. Some guys are meant to be MMA fighters. Bobo was meant to be a bare knuckle fighter, and you can tell. So as his 100%. Conditioning improves, I mean, the guy's got to work a full-time job. He's trying hard to get sponsors. So anyone out there that can help support the man, whether it's 200, 500, get on these guys, banners and T-shirts. Help support these guys, because a lot of these guys are working hard, to try and train and feed their family and do this thing. So, but yeah, Bobo he's legit.
Bobo's motivated and he isn't losing, says Tim. And Matthew Kohler, Burns will get a shot at Shoemaker after Sam sleeps Joey.
We're on the same page, Tim. I agree.
I'm saying it right now, man. Sleeping Joey is going to be one fucking hell of a feat, my man. That is one hell of a feat, my man.
Listen, if anyone could do it, I mean, Shoemaker can do it.
Absolutely.
I mean, Shoemaker's power, a puncher like Shoemaker has got a chance. So it makes it an intriguing fight. We've all seen one punch can change anything. But Beltran is home, meaning bare knuckle.
A cardio machine for a big guy.
And he's in shape. He's changed his life. He's living.
Harris Stevenson just got KO'd on Icon. His fight on
really?
Dang it.
Damn, that's a shame.
He lost to a firefighter. Dang it.
2 in a row.
Yeah, a cop just got beat up by a firefighter. Right? The fire departments are going crazy right now. Like, who's the first responder now, bitch?
Right? That's a shame. Harris Stevenson, he's a good dude.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Bobo O'Bannon works 40 to 60 hours a week and trains every day. You, my man, you are one of my heroes.
Yeah, if you want to be the champion, Bobo, I mean, I love you, but you got to be able to train, buddy. I mean, you got to figure out a way to.
Oh, he's got a home. I don't know if you've seen his little homemade gym, dude, but he's got this little gym, and he's training every day and killing it, and making videos now of training and hitting the bag. So. And his name's getting around everywhere, man. You can't go nowhere with it. They talking about Bobo.
And I think his wife Kelly is doing an amazing job.
And that's the one thing that kind of sucks about this is that there are some people out there who don't have direct exposure to a really nice gym, and they don't have the exposure to get all of the sponsors and stuff. A perfect example is, Fred Pierce. He lives in a really small town where the nearest gym to be able to train is an hour over a mountain. The nearest Walmart, the nearest fast food restaurant, So I pull for them. I pull for the underdogs. I really like seeing success stories out of people who come from nothing and make something because of their determination and because of their fight. It's just not the same if it's handed to them. They have someone every single day, like just giving them the easy way out. I like seeing that tough grit I think that builds a fighter's mind in a way that it's
I'm hungrier
irreplaceable.
than you are type thing.
Yeah, Fred's had the odds stacked against him heavy from the beginning, but
Fred's taken a lot of fights last minute and taken on opponents who.
But we love Fred, and he'll be back.
He just got his surgery. He's recovering right now. I'm super excited to see what he brings to the table when he comes back. He's so motivated. I really want to see him succeed within BKFC because he's got it in him. He really does. He's determined, and I know he's going to do really, really well when he comes back.
Yeah, I've noticed people, especially, or fighters, I should say, whenever they have surgeries and they need to do rehab, they come back freaking monsters, much better than they were. I don't know if it's because they just got that bug, they weren't able to move for a little bit, and they're like, "Oh, I know what I'm missing now." So,
or because the whole like FOMO concept, they fear that since they've been gone that long, they have to come back like 10 times stronger to get that momentum back, get that attention back, kind of the all eyes on me type thing. And I think that is kind of just a mental stamina to it. You know what I'm saying? Like they're motivated so much after being gone and having to sit on the sidelines that when they come back, they're like, I'm not losing. It's not happening.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. I think it makes a fighter that much more dangerous, and makes it that much more. It makes the fans want to watch him even that much more. So it's kind of like a hidden blessing.
I was reading Kelly O'Ban's comment. It was funny.
Oh, dude, she's so funny. Every time Bobo's online doing something, she's like, "Well, let me bring you down a step there, buddy. Let me bring you back to reality."
Bobo says,
and just to clarify, what I was saying about Bobo is,
No, go ahead, buddy.
It's not that he's not doing the right things and he doesn't have the right things and support set up. It's just it's too much on a man to go work 60, 70 hours or 50 and then go train like that. It's just people do it, and I have nothing but respect for him, but I just think
his wife pointed out he's also taking care of her on top of that too.
Yeah, you're right. The guy's an amazing guy. I just we need to do whatever we can to support him.
If you're not cheering for Bobo, I don't like you.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah. He we got to help and support these fighters. There's a lot of fighters.
For Matthew Kohler, you know what the worst part is, brother? Is I love Joey and I love Sam, so it's one of those fights where I'm just like, both those guys were so humble, nice, polite, respectful warriors that it was like, once again, the fans win. I don't care who wins or loses. They're going to put on one of those wars that you just look back on and you go, yeah, man, that was an amazing fight. No one's going to focus on the winner or loser.
Yeah, that fight's going to.
That's how I felt with the Elvin Brito and Harris fight. Caleb Harris. I was like, how do I choose? I can't.
Well, and most then recently, Sharisa. Most recently,
and then Elvin's wife was like, your team, Elvin Brito. And I'm like, got you, girl. Got you.
No,
Well, I
it's,
think-
it's love to all the fighters. But you know, at the end of the day, it's business. That we're in a business of it's a hurt game. You know, this isn't. You can't play boxing. You damn sure can't play bare knuckle. Once
Yes.
you walk through those steps, that's why I've got respect for Mallow, man, because he walked through the steps, felt what it was like to get an ass whooping, a legit ass whooping, and said, "Hey, feed me more. I want more of that. I'm coming back." So
Listen,
He's
Mallow's the
entertaining,
only
man. He's
person.
entertaining.
Mallow's the only person to lose the fight, and he's never lost.
yeah,
He's never
I seen
taken
you
a
brought
loss.
him up. I seen him. You brought him up
I
yesterday.
am
with
so
that guy
team
kickboxing.
Mallow, y'all. I
Listen,
like
I'm
him.
so Team Mallow. My fans think I dyed my pubes green. Okay, that's how Team Mallow I am.
Oh
Yeah.
no. You know, he is such an entertainer. He really is. And I like that about him. Nothing you ever see with him in it is just not interesting. You know, like he is just always in that mode of like making everyone laugh and doing what he's got to do to promote himself. And he has so much charisma to him. I
that's
really am
definitely
a
one
mama.
thing he's got to him. That's one
Yeah.
thing he's definitely got to him. That's why I was so excited for this whole Good John and Mark Godbeard thing, man. I know a lot of people hate on those guys, but I was a fan from day one. I was
Who
a
are
fan of
those guys?
Good John. What's that?
Who are those guys?
See, that's the deal. Okay, so you talk about hardship, right? I was a Good John fan before Good John came to America. I met him in Biloxi whenever I was a boy. He walked straight up. Like, media was talking to him, and he walked straight to me, hugged me. He was like, "What's up, dude? You made it. That's
I agree.
awesome." So I was like, "Oh, that's so badass." So, and then all this bullshit happens. And then he says, "Fuck the Knuckle Up podcast," because Sean pissed him off or something. I don't know.
I did
No.
not piss him off. I simply pointed out to him he's a crybaby.
Good John needs to go back to porn and stay out of every American's girl's inbox. That's what I.
You know what the worst part is once you go against him publicly, his fans will start to send you his OnlyFans content. So I wake up to unsolicited Good John dick pics like every other day.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yes,
Welcome to
this
the
happens, man. He has the
Exactly.
weirdest freaking fan base on the planet. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
No.
They,
And
That's
then
very
after I blocked Mark Godbeer, it all stopped.
So let me ask you something,
Send
Paul.
them
It's
pics
obvious,
back and maybe they'll stop.
Paul. It's obvious you don't like Good. Or is it safe to assume that anyway?
I don't know how. They're the most likable guys in the freaking business.
well,
Check this out.
yeah,
Would
Jules
you?
knows why. She sent me a message at like 3:00 in the morning, and I didn't know who he was talking about. Is he talking about my girl, or is he talking about the owner's girl? Like what, you know? But he crossed the line, man. That guy crossed the line, and I'll tell
Yes.
you what, my players won't be acting like that. Otherwise, they'll be gone.
Right. Well, see, that's what I was going to ask you. Would you accept a fight with if he offered one of your fighters to fight? Would you? Is that something that you would be interested in, or are you saying you don't want to deal with him at all?
I mean, I think Zach Jusolo beat the brakes off Good John. You know, I get in this weird head where it's like, if I don't like a guy, do I even give him the time or the chance to fight one of my guys and make money, or should I just, you know, put it away altogether? Or do I get the satisfaction of watching one of my guys stretch him? I'll do whatever David Feldman asked me to do. That's just what I could do. I mean, I'll stand up.
At the end of the day, that's pretty much who makes the fights anyway. David calls you up and says, "Hey, Paul,
Yeah.
this is who's fighting who,"
Well,
and you
Nate,
say, "Okay."
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I talk to Dave every day just because I've known him since I was 14. I mean, he's been in my life forever. I mean, we used to own like little stores in the mall together. The guy was the best man at my wedding, and now I'm divorced, probably because of Dave. So he warned me, but you know, David has been like a second father or an uncle to me, and I have real love for him. I'll be there with him, you know, even if this ended tomorrow. I mean, I still even have his like XFE shirt up here from when we were doing that. But so, you know,
Christine,
Nate, Yeah.
What up, Miss Spirit?
But yeah, Nate has pretty much free will, and whenever a fighter contacts me, I contact them. I contact them first, and I say, hey, can we do something with this guy or not? That way, I don't have him sitting on the roster not doing anything.
Hang on, Lee Penfold, man, what's going on in the comments here?
I don't
What are
know.
you talking about?
Why can't we see a stream of the comments? I'm gonna have to look on
Because
the
you gotta be special. We're special, so
Well, I think like some of them are
Really?
popping up. I see some of them. Every time I lean up, it's because I'm.
Hold up.
What's he saying?
Lee Penfold says, "Where does Lambert fit in this?" Bobo says, "In my opinion, Lambert is fixing to put in a ton of work and prove a bunch of people wrong." Lee says, "Yeah, he isn't going to do that." Bobo says, that's a possibility, but it's also possible that hey, listen, this is what I'll say to you, Lee. He cut 37 and a half pounds for his first weight cut ever. To suggest he doesn't have a work ethic or isn't willing to put in the work is a little bit foolish, but just saying. I mean, the guy.
Hey, don't talk about Mallow in front of Sean. I'm telling you guys, don't do it. Don't do it, bro. Sean will be like,
Mallow's got a
Lambert
big mouth.
couldn't fight
To say it
sleep.
nicely.
More head movement on Mount Rushmore. Lee, I just became a fan of you, bud.
I think because he's got such a explosive personality, everybody wants to see it. And if you're gonna sing it, you got to bring it. He does train hard. I think who's he fighting next? Do we know, Lambert?
He really. Oh, he wants
everybody and anybody, right?
Yeah, he wants to fight a bunch of guys he shouldn't want to fight next, but that's just who Brandon is.
Yeah, he's John Chawback. He wants to fight that guy. He wants to fight Tyler Goodjohn. He probably wants to fucking fight some super heavyweight, and who knows who that guy wants to fight.
Guys, if you're not gonna be sensible, you're gonna have a very short career in BKFC. I can tell you that.
100%.
If you go fight all these tough guys and you go 0-3, I'm not saying they ain't gonna keep you around, but it's gonna be a short career. Go build yourself up, fight guys that are on your level, and that's why you have good management.
He kind of set himself up to a point where Mallow doesn't need to win the fights. He just needs to show improvement each time. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he goes out and fights Goodjohn, like I said, when it said round 2, when they went to their corners for round 2, I looked at JC, I looked at everybody I was with. I said, well, Mallow just won. They said, what? I said, he broke all barriers. He was not supposed to see round 2. I said, now all he has to do is eat a shot. Round 2. He gets cracked big time. What does he say? No. So he showed he could eat the shot. I'm telling you, man, he was gassed. You saw a man that never knew what a weight cut felt like and didn't know what it was going to do to his body.
I think Lambert and Ufedin would be a great fight.
Yes.
They both, are newer, greener. I know it would break Jules' heart, if her, Guy Lambert, her little crush got beat, but
well, Ufedin threw some shots at him.
I know, right?
Ufedin was throwing shots at Lambert. What did he say? You had 50-some Thai fights and you never learned to throw a proper jab, you savage.
Well, even the guy you had on last night, said something about him, but all at the end of the day, I respect all these guys. The bare knuckle management guys. We're the bare knuckle family, and they come as priority. We have more people signed with the BKFC than anybody else, and that's growing. And with that being said, we're looking for the next superstars, but we expect, one thing. What Sharissa Sagala did by going out and representing bare knuckle management like that, that's what I want. I want guys that are going to go lay it all on the line and leave it out there. if my fighter loses, I feel like I lost. You know, I feel like in some way I failed them. Whether I wasn't making sure they were trained properly, I wasn't making sure that they were in the right fight. It doesn't matter. Shit happens. You're gonna win. You're gonna lose, but we'll stick by you, and we'll build. A perfect example is Fred Pierce. He's had a couple real tough losses, but he's bare knuckle management. He's family. He's part of the bare knuckle family, and he goes out. He tries hard. He fights his ass off. So he's never going anywhere. You know.
It's really cool.
So we got a lot of people in the inbox. Hitting us up. You've got a better chance of getting a hold of Jules than me at this point because I'm working on some other things. But Jules is going through it, and we're going to find some really interesting new talent and start bringing them on.
That's exciting.
We're gonna find Christine that fight.
Yeah, Christine. They're gonna find you that fight.
We look forward to hearing more from you. As you know me, I'll be in touch with you, Paul, every day. But yeah, we're at 10 o'clock, and I really want to start watching these Bare Knuckle Kingdom fights because they've had some crazy damn knockouts, man.
Yeah, they've had some insane knockouts right now. If you guys aren't tuned in, go watch them after you watch Bobo and his wife's live. They're giving away 4 tickets. If you donate $25 or more, you get put inside the raffle. $25 for free ticket, or for pretty much free tickets.
Table tickets.
Come on now.
Absolutely. And don't forget to tune in March 19th.
Yeah, March 19th. That's going to be
I love
exciting.
both of them.
16. We have our newest guy on there, Ufedin. I believe he's in preliminary fights. I believe right now that's the only fighter I have on that card. But we got some big things coming up this year. And you can check out our website. They're both under development right now. We have bareknucklemanager.com and bareknucklewear.com. They're both in the building stages right now, but we're getting everything tweaked out, and we're going to get some things up and running, and you'll be able to stay up with all the news. Yeah, I'm just, I'm very blessed with everything David Feldman has, done for me. And I'm happy to have Jules part of the team. Happy to have you guys supporting us. Sean helps me out a lot, and Bare Knuckle Podcast has been great to us, and we look forward to the future this year. And I can tell you for sure, this year we're gonna surprise some people with some things. We really are. We plan on signing 50 females just to Bare Knuckle Management. So we're gonna make some.
That is my goal.
That's awesome.
Well, you heard it first. Jules, are you going to be in Biloxi? You're going to Biloxi?
I am not going to this fight, but maybe the next one.
Well, you will see Knuckle Up Podcast in the house. We'll link up with Paul during the festivities before and after the fights.
Yeah, I'm driving, right?
Yeah, you're driving. Yeah. He's driving, all right.
I heard that was a bad idea.
Just so everyone knows, because people see the comment, we got to tell people real quick. These guys drove all the way down to Florida from what, Bethlehem?
Ben Salem.
Ben Salem. I was walking through a snowstorm in Scranton because there was no Ubers trying to leave, whatever. So you guys picked me up there when I got to Florida, and then we literally drove all the way back after the fight, no sleep, 2 days to get home. And Sean and them guys helped drive me home. So, yes, my driving was a little reckless. There may have been some marijuana involved, but, my driving was a little disoriented. But I didn't crash the car, but they'll never let me drive again.
Listen, man, I don't want to hear no excuses. I was up for damn near 2.5 days, partying with damn near Julian Lane for hours on end. And I still got up and drove home, man. I don't want to hear it.
We were up all night. We were the only ones out there all night with Elvin Brito.
Oh man,
Kyle.
I love it, man. I love how I get so much
was out
from the
there.
other guys, and I'm like, where were you guys at 6 in the morning, dog? I was outside with all
all night. Yeah, we literally left at 6 in the morning all night. We tore the DoubleTree apart. I know when they seen their thing. I mean, wow.
I was waiting for security to be like,
What
who
the
let
F are you
all
guys
the
doing?
fighters just
Yeah.
party right out in our lobby? like what the hell?
You can't imagine what we did to that place with the cabanas at the pool and oh my god, somebody had a really tough job in the morning. But
And it was an all-day thing, dude. Like it was like this at 3 PM with everyone there. Everyone.
I know from the time we got there to the time we got back, but yeah, it was a great time. It was a really great time, and
yeah, Michael
so
Elijah,
hats
bro,
off to
I
Elvin
feel you,
Brito,
man. This fight that just happened, man, that was probably like Jason Knight, Artem, Charissa Taylor level, amazing.
really, I'm just gonna catch
Wow.
the replay in the morning.
Yeah, everyone, get over, watch Britton, Kelly O'Bannon, and Bobo's live stream, and then tune into the BKTV. Yeah, man, don't miss these fights. This is insanity.
It is absolutely nuts. Hey, Bare Knuckle
Paul
Management,
Tyler.
Paul
Joel.
Tyler.
Knuckle
Yep.
Management. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you
for
guys.
coming on.
Y'all have a good night.
You do the same. We appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, you know what to do. Knuckle up.
See you, big dog. I seen you talking about January 9th, dude. That's what I'm excited about. Tryouts, baby.